front of me here. I decided to get another figure that's tied to the ALLSPARK power line, specifically the repaint of the already existing Voyager Ironhide. This right here is the ALLSPARK powered Offroad Ironhide. And right off the bat, you can kind of see that he's going to look considerably different paint-wise to the original back there. I'm going to keep the original back there throughout the video so that you can see how he looks compared to this guy, even though the main focus of the video is going to be on this. I did consider making a video on the original Ironhide over there, but there's kind of already a ton of videos about him already, and I wanted to do something a bit different. So, you can see that he has this kind of glossy, kind of navy blue kind of color that's like all throughout him. So I'll give a slow rotation here so you can kind of see how it looks on every main area of the truck here. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. I kind of dig how they also added little bits for kind of like mud and dirt, as if he's, you know, been going off-road. It's in the name, right? So that's kind of cool. So, yeah, he doesn't really do anything in vehicle mode, which honestly good. The less gimmicks, the better, in my opinion, from what I've seen before. So, without further ado, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and transform him now. So, the first thing I like to do is I like to get my nail under the doors, and I like to pump that up from the sides, and get your finger under the wheel well here, and just give that a little lift, and you can see that will start to loosen it from here. So once you get it out from there, the whole thing will just kind of flop out like so. So let's do the other thing. Let's see, same thing on the other side. Just, you know, it's gonna be a lot like that. So let's see. I also like to get my fingers back here, and you're going to untab these sides of the truck and hinge these down so that they look like this. So once you got that, things should be a little bit easier to work with now. So what I like to do, I like to move this bumper section down, and then come to the underside of the vehicle, and you can kind of see that this whole thing's going to be his arms. So I just kind of split that to the sides, and I like to move these all the way out like so. So I'm going to cover this right now because this seems to be a reoccurring problem on many copies. This whole section right here, from what I've seen, it likes to come off very easily. So it's going to happen for me as well. So if it disconnects from the side here, don't worry about it too much. It's not like broken or anything. You can just put it back on later. So no big deal there. And besides, having that to the side means the transformation should be a little bit easier. So once you do that, let's see. I'd like to, you're going to want to move the wheels up a certain amount, and then move his arms down. And once you do that, this whole section up here is going to, oh wait, let's see, one little thing, move this bit down like so. Once you do that, this whole section is going to spin around like so, and you're going to want it just kind of to center that the best you can, so it looks like that with this section there. So if you got it looking like that, you're on the right track. So for the legs, this is probably the easiest part of the whole thing because this is where the automorph is. If you split the legs like so, a lot of leg splitting in these figures I've noticed. If you grab a hold of this little section here, you move this down, it's going to basically complete the leg for you. So that's kind of cool. So once that happens, just move this little panel back as far as it can go, and I just like to just move the side panel in like that, and there you have a leg. Then I just like to hinge that down. Do the same thing here, just grab a hold of the foot, and you can kind of see that when it comes down, other parts start to move. So very cool. I know the automorph thing, like some people are kind of calling it a bit of a gimmick, but honestly, if it kind of saves a couple of extra transformation steps and still manages to look decent, then it doesn't really bother me that much. So yeah, once you do that, you're going to take this section here. They painted this in that weird light blue. This is going to come down, and you're going to basically just try to connect that the best you can. I don't know if this is also a problem on most copies or not, but it kind of seems like his waist here would like tab in more to the underside of the chest, but it kind of doesn't. So that's a little unfortunate, but you can kind of still work around it a bit. Like for instance, I just like to shift the legs down a little bit so that when I set him down, it'll still look like he's standing upright. So once you're at this part, I like to take his arms and I'm going to spin these around. These are on some really tight joints, so you're going to want to put definitely put a bit of pressure there. So once you get it looking something like that, with this section facing forward, that's correct. So from there, you just take the rest of his arm, spin that around, hinge that, then his fist will also rotate, and there you have an arm pretty much done. So yeah, it's getting a little bit easier now. So go to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing, just twist that all the way around. Same thing here, and then just move his fist out like so. So we're almost we're kind of almost done. So from here, there's this little section above the head. You're gonna want to move that up. This is where that piece over there likes to keep disconnecting. So once you do that, take his head, just move that up like so. And from here, the inside of the wheel is going to actually kind of tab into the side there, and that'll also keep his head in place. So give that a little squeeze, and so that his head assembly stays nice and secure. So after that, take this little bit, move that up, and then you can just move that in like so to basically complete the chest. So once you do that, this is where we are going to come back to this piece right here. There's kind of a number of ways you can really position this. There's not really I don't know, you can kind of just do whatever you want with it to make it look as clean, or just however you want really. Because of how easy it comes off on mine, I only like to move it out a bit, move the bumper up again like so, and then I just like to hinge that in. So that's about how I like to have it. Obviously, you can, if your back assembly is more, if it doesn't have the same issue that mine and other copies have, then you might be able to get more creative with it. So after that, I'm going to take these doors, and these are just going to collapse in like so. Do that on both sides. Make sure his waist is tabbed in. And he's about done. Just, as per usual, just position him. Position it however you want. I'm just going to have a basic standing pose right now. So, move the arms down. Make sure the waist is tabbed. There we go. And, just kind of mess with it. Get it looking however you really want it. And, there is how he looks in robot mode. And you can see paint-wise, he's a lot different from this guy. And this guy's getting a little loose, unfortunately. Let me reposition him. There we go. Kinda, sorta. Come on, Ironhide, stay still. Yeah, it's a little bit... He was standing just fine a minute ago. I don't get it. Maybe he can lean on the packaging. There we go. Yeah. But, yeah, you can see that these two look considerably different and paint-wise. So really, if you want an Ironhide, it's really just kind of personal preference to what you want. Like, do you just want the movie accurate one with the, with all the black and silver paint, or do you want the more kind of colorful one? But either one's a good pick. Just, be mindful of the issues I mentioned before. And let's see. The packaging, I do have the packaging for him here. This is how ALLSPARK Power Voyagers look in the box, or the box for them. You can see all the blue on the sides and the inside of the box as well. And then we come to the back of the box. You can kind of see how that looks. So again, yeah, that's going to be really hard to read the text. So I think this is probably the last time I try to zoom in on text like that. So apologies there. So but yeah, yeah, it's a good figure, obviously it's not going to be super movie accurate in robot mode, because from what I've seen from all the figures that I've gotten right now, they definitely prioritize the vehicle modes more, and I kind of like to display them in vehicle mode. So yeah, it is what it is. Movement wise, he has an okay movement. Oh, why am I still calling it movement? Didn't I say I was going to start calling it articulation? Yes, I did say that. But yeah, he can move his arms out like so. Yeah, I don't really want to move this one around too much because it's really tight on mine. Yeah, you might want to hope that yours is not so tight like that. But yeah, I mean it's okay. It's about what you expect, really. Like it doesn't have a waist movement. Arms can move decently. Hands can move. I'm not really going to do it here because it looks a little ridiculous. You can actually take these weapons off and combine them, which would then allow you to fire the missiles, but he doesn't do any weapon combining in the movie, so I'm not really going to do that here. So, yeah, I think that's about everything. As I said, both are pretty good looking figures. It's just personal preference. And, yeah, I hope this was informative.